All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is April 1st. We got 2 games on the NBA slate. Yeah, that's not an April Fool's joke. Only 2 games. Last night we go 1-1. We did hit the under that we had in the Nets-Hawks game, and then our parlay. We had the Cavs money line and the Rockets money line. And the Cavs against a Julius Randle-less Knicks team cannot pull it out. So we go 1-1. It was the parlay for plus money that we missed. So I guess we could feel okay about that. That was like a chance anyways. Glad we hit the under in the Hawks and Nets game. But again, only 2 games on today's slate, guys. We're going to jump into each game. I'll give you my lean against the spread and my lean on the total. But my final plays that I'm actually going to be rolling with will be in the pinned comment. So make sure to check that out. I update it throughout the day. Probably only going to have a couple plays, maybe 1 play today since the slate is so small. But guys, hit that like button. Smash that like button. I saw a comment of that, and then we made that the pinned comment yesterday. A little smashing of the like button. Go ahead and smash it, guys. Let's jump right into it. We have the Heat taking on the Mavericks as our first game here. Heat 1-point favorites at home. Total sitting at 224.5. These 2 teams played on January 20th last, and Dallas won 115-90. Now Dallas were 2-point underdogs in that game as well and still pulled it out. That was their only meeting of the season. In terms of injuries, Miami, Kyle Lowry and Bam Adebayo are both questionable. So if you're on Miami's side, you're gonna want to see that through. And then Frank Ntilikina is questionable against the Heat here for Dallas tonight. Dallas coming off a loss against Philly. That was just a couple nights back. And Miami coming off of 3 straight losses. Brooklyn, Toronto, and New York. Now I will say, those are decent teams, right? But this Miami team has been a terrible against the spread team all year long. Kind of crazy. Against the spread on the season, they're 27-47-3. Now I'm not going to act like the Mavericks are much better, but I am going to lean towards Dallas ever so slightly in this one, just because of the questionabilities of Kyle Lowry and Bam Adebayo. I don't feel confident backing this Mavericks team. When they traded for Kyrie, I think they're in like 4th place in the West, and now they're in God knows where. It's like this team is so unpredictable. So I'm going to slight lean towards the Mavs here. And then in terms of the total, 224.5, I actually do like the under in this one. I think that both these teams have been playing very slow. Dallas has hit their under in 6 of their last 7 games. Miami's hit the under in 4 of their last 6 here. So I do think that this is a game where we see a little bit of a slow pace, kind of grinded out game, not a bunch of baskets. So that's going to be the stronger lean probably of the 2. Next up, we have the Pelicans taking on the Clippers. Pelicans 3-point favorites at home. Total sitting at 226. In terms of injuries, obviously no Paul George for the Clippers. Eric Gordon is questionable. Marcus Morris also questionable. And then for the Pelicans, no major injury updates here. This Pelicans team has been playing really good basketball in their last 7 games. They've won 6 of them, and they've covered 6 as well. Again, they're playing good basketball. A lot of those teams, I think I've said it before, like they played San Antonio, they played Charlotte, they played Houston twice in that mix. So I don't want to give them ultra too much credit, but I know for a couple weeks I was giving them not enough credit. That being said, I do think might be a crazy pick here, but I do lean towards the Clippers in this one ever so slightly. I do think they'll have the best player in this game in Kawhi Leonard. I know Brandon Ingram's been playing well, but I do think that the Clippers can get this done. They're getting points, 3.5 on some books. Most books has it at 3 right now, but if you want to wait it out, if you are on the Clippers side of things, you might want to wait out that 3.5 because it might happen. And then in terms of a total, 226, I don't mind the over here. I don't think that these 2 teams are going to smash and crush this over. I don't want to, lead you down that road, but I do think that this Pelicans team and Clippers team, prior to, I want to say maybe the last 1 or 2 games, they're scoring a bunch of points. Then all of a sudden it was like, hit the brakes. We're going to have games in the 100s, in the 80s, in the 90s. Though they go and play again, I do think that they get back to kind of what they used to do. Last time they played was just what? I want to say like a week and a half ago, and the total came to like 250 something, or 240 something. So I do think that there's potential here for the over. And that is all I have for you guys today. Very short video. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I was gonna make an April Fool's joke, but I feel like I already did kind of at the beginning of the video. But guys, if you do enjoy it, hit that like button, and again, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Let me know what you guys are doing tonight in the comments down below. We're gonna try and get an MLB video out if time allows, but there's a bunch of games on the slate. But yeah, make sure you check out that pinned comment for my final plays. Catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.